S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many y'all?
Coach, it is something not seen all that often in these parts. Playoff football in North Carolina. We've got it at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game.
Let's go, let's go! Here we go, Pac-Man. 180! No! Come on, baby, come on, let's go!
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to Sanders on first down. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
From the 40 now on second down, Wentz. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. The shotgun snap for Newton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
20. Here we go, fellas. Jim. Quick dash. Come. What are you?
Throwing on third down, Newton. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Check 43.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Great. Hey, tighten down. There you go. No. West.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. He's crashing. He's checking crash. 20. Yeah, let's get that. 8.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check 40.
Now Wentz. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
And an Eagle 1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Go. 180. Check. No. You. Tighten up.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Let's go. 8. He's coming, double up. 8. 37. Check 37. Watch twins. Watch twins. Express.
McCaffrey following the penalty. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Newton, he gets it to Thomas. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll run with McCaffrey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here.
All ball, baby. All ball. It's off.
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it in midfield. On first down, Sanders, and he's going to get this one down to the 45. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Barrett, on the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Empty.
From the 45 on second down, Wentz, and he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Wentz going to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Shaq Thompson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they can hold him.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a run with McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Watch the run. They're running it.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Danny.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chris Manhertz, 28 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Wentz on the draw leaves it for Sanders. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Wentz. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Wentz now to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. On the draw, here's Sanders. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Second and 6.
Watch the pass.
45-yard line.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Great.
Watch safety.
20.
Safety screaming.
From the 45 on second down. Newton and Thomas has it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Single receiver. Hey, single receiver.
20.
Newton on third down. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Eight.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Eagles' 33-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Great.
Switch.
Here's Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Operating from the gun. Newton. Buying. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
8. Here we go.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. K-Rod short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check, 47.
Newton to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Gun.
From the gun, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
SOS. Check 31. Check 8. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Watch the safety. 20. Watch the ship. Gun. Watch the ship.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Check.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. Thomas has got it. Complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Great. Flag 36.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Then with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
8.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll go again with Sanders. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
20.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Newton completes it to Samuel. And he's got room. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 40 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about it. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ready? 53 is the mic. 20. Alert 3, alert 3. Express. Check. Crunch. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Here we go. Big edge. Great. 8. Shift. Watch out. 81.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? Gun. Let's go. Tighten up. Check 24. Check 24. 8. Spawn. 8. No. What is it?
Out of the gun, Newton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Fletcher Cox with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is taken at his 4.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing is Wentz, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
And they will take a knee here. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.